Like, subscribe, follow. This is Truly News. Thank you very much. Oh, and have your friends like, subscribe, and follow. This is Truly News. Now I'm done, and now Sheila will talk, and then we'll do stories. You know how it goes.
Right after I say on any podcast output.
Always got to have the last word.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
Nope.
See?
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Stephanie Matto is an influencer, YouTuber, author, and former star of TLC's 90 Day Fiancé. But she recently launched a new business venture after realizing demand was high for a rather unorthodox product. Last November, she found lucrative part-time work bottling and selling her own farts. For 2 months, she spent her days farting into glass jars with flower petals adorning the inside and shipping them to fans. She was making $50,000 per week in December through fart sales alone, and eventually sold more than $200,000 worth of farts worldwide through the adult website Unfiltered.
You wait, pretty soon the feds will get involved and they'll have to be filtered.
In January, however, Matto was hospitalized for what she thought was a heart attack, but turned out to be a dangerous buildup of gas inside her body from her flatulence-inducing diet. And now she says her fart-selling days are behind her.
Oh, we hardly knew ye.
Tony?
During court proceedings at the Albany City Court in New York, a defendant who started filming an arraignment was asked to stop, please. NBC New York had the story. During the altercation that followed, you knew there was going to be one.
Oh, yeah, there had to be.
A 34-year-old woman in the audience allegedly released hundreds of cockroaches from plastic containers into the courtroom. That took a turn. That resulted in the courthouse being closed for the rest of the day for fumigation.
Yeah, that escalated weirdly.
A statement from the Office of Court Administration said what transpired is not advocacy or activism. It's it's bad behavior that sends you to jail with the intent to disrupt the proceeding and cause damage.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
Cockroaches.
Now we're worried about cockroaches?
Well, maybe they're specially trained to assault cockroaches.
Are they endangered? Do we have to worry about Keith Richards?
Maybe he was already bitten by one that was radioactive, and that's
maybe he was one of them.
Ooh, interesting thought.
Well, Stephanie, not him, but his DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Stephanie Matto, the aforementioned influencer and former star of reality TV show 90 Day Fiancé.
Is this Fart Girl again?
Says she makes thousands of dollars a day selling jars
Can't keep a good girl down.
Boob
I don't want to know.
In several TikTok posts, the 31-year-old Connecticut-based creator shared how she's been collecting sweat from her breasts after sitting in the sun. All you need is bottles, sun, cha-chas, and sit out like a maple tree for hours, she said in one video. And in that video, she's seen pointing at the sun and then standing outdoors with a small container pressed against her chest. The price, you might well ask?
Oh, I would never ask, but you're going to tell me anyway.
Each bottle of boob sweat costs $500. She really doesn't want a job. She really doesn't want a job.
I'm just thinking I can get that sort of thing for free after my wife's been out in the garden, I
make my own.
Yeah.
Man boob sweat. Hey, I wonder if there's a market.
Give it a shot. No, don't. For God's sake, don't. There probably is a market. Reynold Gladue took over his gas station in Amherst, Massachusetts.
All righty.
Back in 1973. But at least for now, he no longer sells fuel, according to the Daily Hampshire Gazette. When his pumps ran dry this month, he didn't refill them because he can't abide the prices.
Okay.
Yes. after that silly presidential rant of you gas owners should just like lower your prices because this is just bad.
Like they can.
Exactly. When his pump ran dry, didn't refill, didn't like prices. He said, quote, I don't want to be part of it anymore. This is the biggest ripoff that ever has happened to people in my lifetime. Respect, dude. His station will continue to do oil changes and other services, but he said enough is enough. A spokesperson for ExxonMobil said prices are out of her company's control, being, quote, influenced by the price of crude and wholesale price of products, which fluctuate according to demand and supply factors. No kidding. Glad he wasn't buying it, though. He said it seems like the oil industry is in this together or selling it together.
Wouldn't that be a cartel?
Wouldn't that be illegal?
Well, it depends if you're not within our country's borders.
I mean, hey, what was the thing that, remember Jack Morris was going to be a free agent? Nobody offered him a contract. Nobody offered him a contract.
Yep.
And then they went to court and the whole of Major League Baseball was found guilty of collusion.
To not hire Jack. That just doesn't make sense.
They did.
Yeah.
But he was the best thing going at that point, and they decided no, they weren't going to do this free agency thing.
Oh.
So my question is,
yeah,
where's Hunter Biden these days?
Well, he's not in Ukraine.
No, he's pretty much run that well dry.
This is true, really news. Send email to titr@netradio.network.